Hello everyone. Thank you all so much for all the helpful comments and tips. I have my beetle cage right here, Esperanza, and I think we're going to have to redo all the dirt because based off of what I read, there's a couple of mistakes I've made. We're going to add some water and make sure this cage is actually ready for eggs to be laid in. The first thing we got to do is make sure to move Esperanza to a cage temporarily just so we can move the dirt. Thankfully, I still have the cage that I got her in, so let's move her there for now. Okay, I'm gonna leave this cup in here where I usually put all the beetle jelly and food. Okay, let's move Esperanza. There we go. Okay, so it has been a little over a week since I put Esperanza in this cage. So there's a possibility of eggs being in here, but because I didn't really, look at the soil. Look at the soil. Not exactly moist enough. So obviously there probably won't be any, but let's hope. I'm gonna check anyway. Okay. Unfortunately, I ran out of newspapers, so I'm gonna have to dig through this very carefully and then probably transfer all the dirt over into here to make sure I've checked everything carefully. So we're gonna go do that. Kind of worried it's all gonna come out at once and make the biggest mess ever. I mean, it kind of makes a ball, but at the same time, I think it does need a little bit more water. I kept taking clumps of dirt out and carefully inspect each grain to see if there was anything until... No way. Could this actually be one? You might have something. At least I'm not sure what the heck this could be. Okay, whoa. I don't want to get my hopes up too much. It's right there. Okay, no, I'm getting too excited. I'm getting too excited. I need to calm down. Check the other stuff first. Okay. I found something else that looks similar to it. But I'm starting to suspect it's just pieces of corn. Which is, not what we're looking for. I think it was just nutrition for the dirt and it wasn't dirt. It looks a little too dry to be an egg. The color looks, I think it's a little too orange though, to be honest. If I see a lot more, then confidence will grow, but I think it's just my excitement getting the better of me here. I didn't see any more little balls, but I did find 3 of these things here. Honestly, I'm still skeptical whether they're eggs or not. They just look like baby corn. Very, very small runt corn, I suppose. But I'm going to just keep it in this dirt and just see what happens to it. I expect nothing. I don't think it's anything. But I thoroughly inspected everything. Here's the dirt. We gotta put this back in this cage. But this time, we're gonna add a lot more water so then the mat's a lot more moist for the beetles to encourage it to lay eggs, if it can. Let's just go ahead and pretty much dump this back in. Dumping's a bad idea. Let's scoop it back in here. I'm gonna go ahead and add some water now. We're gonna try to get as good of an environment for egg laying as possible. Taking your tips from the comments into hand. Let's try your best. Gosh, I'm gonna have a lot of cleaning up to do. About this, turns into a ball, but it's not leaking at all. Dangerous, my feeling. Oh, this was such a big mistake. I'm gonna need to vacuum this now. Be careful this time. A lot more careful. Maybe a little bit more water. And one commenter said compact it a lot, so I'll try that. Really put my weight into this. I looked into this a little bit with some Japanese YouTubers, and they said not to compact it too much or else the female is going to be kind of unable to even get through the ground. But how hardy Esperanza is, I feel like that's not an issue, but at the same time it's still a small concern. Okay, now I'm going to start putting everything back. Esperanza is scratching up the auxiliary cage up a lot, so I'm sure she was itching to come back in here. But let's go do that. Logs and stuff back in. Kind of putting everything in at random almost. Let's Put the jelly back in. Alright, this is kind of what it looks like now. Sorry, my hand is super dirty. I don't even know why. I apologize for that. Let's put Esperanza back in. Nice. Such a beautiful beetle. You know, usually at this point she's kind of just squirming out of my hand, but wow. I mean, she's pretty behaved right now. You know, usually when I rub her back a little bit, she stridulates a lot, but she seems very calm right now for some reason. I wonder why. Have we finally bonded? Who knows? She's probably just confused. What's going on? Okay, back in the cage you go. Here, I'll even put you right next to the food. Oh yeah, she's itching to get off of me. Changed Esperanza's cage a little bit, made the dirt a little bit more suitable for egg laying. Hopefully in 1 week we'll see what happens. Hope for the best. I just wanted to thank you all so much for commenting on these videos. I really appreciate it. It's been a fun time making these videos for everyone, and it just makes me so happy that there's so many other people that like beetles as much as I do. You guys are truly awesome. I hope you guys stay tuned for more updates on Esperanza. Here's to hoping for the best. Say goodbye. I don't know if it's focusing.